Ferrari knows how to make supercars, Porsche knows how to make sports cars, and Renault knows how to make hot hatches. That's why this, the new Megane RS, is a very, very big deal.
It's due on roads in early 2018 with a new turbocharged engine and trick chassis systems, all fine-tuned by what history has taught us is the best bunch of front-wheel drive engineers on the planet. But Renault Sport's new baby faces the toughest of rivals it's ever seen, including the Honda Civic Type R, Seat Leon Cupra and Volkswagen Golf GTI, a highly competent list. So for this new car to regain the class crown of its predecessor, it'll need to be more than just fast, it'll need to be exhilarating to drive. No pressure Renault. Powering the new RS model is a turbocharged 1.8-litre four-cylinder engine shared with the Alpine A110 and developed with input from Renault's F1 team. It's built around the same aluminium block as the A110, but the RS gets more power thanks to a different turbo and cylinder head, so it produces 276 brake horsepower and 288 pound-foot of torque. Renault promises a sub-6 second 0 to 62 time for its new hot hatch. For the first time, the Megane RS is offered with two transmissions, a 6-speed EDC auto and thank goodness a 6-speed manual. The latter sticks with the tightly packaged ratios of its predecessor, while the EDC box gets all new cogs, so it should bear no resemblance to the sluggish gear shifter in the RS Clio then. The key new feature of this car is its four-wheel steering system. It's based on the one fitted to the Megane GT, but Renault Sport's boffins have fine-tuned it further. It's said to boost low-speed manoeuvrability and high-speed stability, which, in turn, excuse the pun, allows for the use of a faster steering rack for quicker responses. The car comes with a choice of two chassis settings, a road bias sport setup for those not wanting to lose teeth over speed bumps, or a more focused cup version for those who love extracting every tenth from a track day. The former comes with 18-inch wheels with 235 width tyres, while Cup Meganes get 19-inch wheels wrapped in 245 width tyres. Renault says buyers can option either wheel size with either chassis, but that performance for both Sport and Cup cars will be best if left with their standard wheel. The car gets independent double-axis front strut suspension to improve cornering stability and steering feel. Its tracks have been widened by 45mm at the back and a very substantial 60mm at the front, hence the fitment of those lovely wide arches that helps give the car its broad shoulders. 4 drive modes are offered: Eco, you won't be wanting that, Normal, Sport and Race mode. This last one should put the hairs on your chest because it removes all stability control assistance, so it's all left up to you. The car's look might not be as grabbing as some of its big-winged rivals, but much of the Megane's shape has been crafted for performance rather than to attract the attention of teenagers, which is surely a good thing.
Inside, there's a lot shared with the regular Megane, but you do get these nicely bolstered chairs. Red stitching, Alcantara and carbon fibre effect trim make it feel a bit more special, but you can bet Renault Sport's best work will come with more cooking variants later. Fabien Bartomeu is the performance engineer boss for the Megane RS. It seems like you've listened to the enthusiasts with this car. Is this the driver's choice in this class?
Yeah, of course it will be, because we have put it in the last 15 years knowledge of Renault Sport, especially in chassis, in this car. And especially for the first time we put it a new system which known in the Megane GT for a steering system, and it will be with new calibration. It will be the best choice to have the better compromise between agility at low speeds, stability at high speeds, and to have more progressivity and more easiness to use the performance.
So the 2-litre engine of the old car has gone in its place a new 1.8-litre lump. How have you ensured that this is going to be as tractable as the old car's engine?
The old 2-litre gave us a lot of good services in the previous cars, but it was a very old-fashioned engine, and we were at the end of the development capabilities. So we preferred to choose this better choice with this new 1.8-litre coming from the Alliance. We identified the risk of the capability, the traction of a liter engine. But we had a hard work to improve the response, the quick response of the engine, and the elasticity. That means the capability of a good response on a high range of revs, so coming from 2,000 to 7,000 revs.
When the car launches in the UK, it will be sold with the choice of a manual or an automatic gearbox. Historically, we preferred the manual, but do you think this will change with the new EDC?
Manual gearboxes are still important for more purist drivers, for track use, for example. But at the actual technology of a Gearbox 6, in this gearbox, with this one, we made the best EDC we made and everybody will test it, will be surprised, because it's really fast, it's really smart in automatic mode, and it's maybe a different way to drive, but not less sporty.
Grégoire Genet is the product manager for the Megane RS. The design looks a bit less leery than some of its rivals. Honda Civic Type R, we're looking at you. Is that a deliberate tactic to keep the Megane more mature?
Yes, the objective of this new Megane RS is for design to associate aggressivity and fluidity. So you can see here all the new parts on the car. The first new parts are the big fender in the rear and in the front, so with a lot of fluidity, a lot of new quality for the car. In addition of that, we have the front bumper is specific with F1 blade and RS Vision system. We have a lateral additional parts. We have a new spoiler. And we have a new rear bumper with a diffuser and a central exhaust manifold. So all the design is at the service of the performance. We try to associate performance, new design, and aggressivity and fluidity.
So I guess the question many of us will want answered is, will there be faster versions? Will there be a trophy?
Yes, we will introduce at the end of next year, 2018, RS Trophy version with 300 horsepower engine and 400 Newton meter. And this trophy will have in standard equipment the Cup chassis, the 19 wheel, and some specific effect like the B-material brakes.
You won't be surprised to hear that it will be this more potent Megane trophy that will charge for a lap record at the Nürburgring, where the Honda Civic Type R currently reigns as front-wheel drive king. Let us know what you think of the new Megane RS in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Autocar's channel for more content like this.